Ready?
Welcome back to the Chipola pregame show here with Jeff Johnson, Chipola baseball coach. Coach, welcome back.
Glad to be here, Jeff.
Want to, as we start off here, give a kind of recap of how the conference season has ended, where the Indians finished, and then looking forward to where our season goes from here.
Well, John, we're real happy with the way we finished. We started the season off at 1-2 in our conference and came back and ended up in 16-4, and I think we won 9 of our last 10 games. So, our guys really started playing well down the stretch. Really was happy with their the way they got along with one another, the inter-team leadership, all of those things really came along as we moved along with the season. Our pitching staff, we still got some things we got to fine tune there, and offensively we improved as well. But just happy where we ended up. We got a 2-week break here before we get to the state tournament and got some time. Hopefully, keep improving.
Okay, good deal. Now, before we talk about the state tournament and the layout of it, how does, like you said, we've got about 2 weeks off here before the state tournament. How does practice change as you have a couple days off heading into the state tournament?
Well, I think that's the key to the whole deal. How do you keep your kids sharp and how do you keep improving? Mm-hmm. And, we still got room for improvement. I think we are starting to play our best baseball we've played this year. But, we gave them off Saturday and Sunday. We came back and did a little bit yesterday afternoon, but more or less kind of gave them off. But, today we'll get back at it, get going today. Friday we've got a game. We're going to play Friday with Darton College up in Albany, Georgia, and trying to schedule maybe 1 or 2 more on Sunday, Monday, just to kind of keep us sharp, keep us in game shape. The mental part of that and the things you're trying to get done during a game, and be sharp with those things. So that's kind of where we go on Thursday. We'll leave to go down to Lakeland. We would leave Wednesday, but we get the bye on Friday, and we don't play till Saturday. And I really didn't want to sit in a hotel for three days. Mm-hmm. I'd rather be here working in our own environment and all that. So that's kind of the layout of what we're doing. Our first game is Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 Eastern Time, and we'll play the winner of one of the number 3 play-in teams or Broward Community College, and we'll play them early on Saturday morning.
Okay. Now you mentioned as far as making sure that you're mentally still up to speed. What about health-wise, just physically?
We're fortunate. We've kind of gone down the stretch, and everybody stayed pretty well healthy. We got some little pulls, hamstrings, groins, all that type of stuff that happens, throughout the year, every year. But, we're fortunate to get Mac Marshall back, who's one of our left-handed pitchers, and Joe Durden, another left-handed pitcher, who was one of our best guys out of the bullpen last year. And, those guys threw this past Friday over in Tallahassee for the first time in probably about a 6-week period. So, those guys, I'll put them back out on the mound again this coming Friday, get them some more work, try to get their innings and their workload up a little bit, and get them as ready as they can to step in there and help us down at the state tournament. The good thing about it, I guess you'd say, if you want a silver lining, was, it's made us develop some other arms along the way by not having those guys. So, hopefully the guys that have made some strides will continue to make the strides, and then we'll get this added push from those 2 guys.
You mentioned the state tournament. You've been there 15 out of the last 18 years. State championship game, you've played in it 5 out of the last 7 years. So Chipola baseball and you yourself have a long track record of being successful in the postseason play. The bracket has kind of changed from what our fans are normally used to in the last couple of years. How is that bracket different?
Well, we went to a 10-team tournament 2 years ago, and I told the guys when we went to this 10-team tournament, at the state level, they were wanting to make something similar to the national tournament, and I told them what we were doing. The national tournament, I don't feel is a fair tournament. Somebody's going to get an advantage and somebody's going to get a disadvantage, but you do get a few days off in that tournament. Right. In this tournament, you don't necessarily get days off, and I guess we get a bye to the first, through the first day, but you line your pitching up, and you can't ever really restart your pitching. So the 10-team tournament's a tough tournament. The spot we're in this year is similar to the 8-team tournament, which was a bear in itself. Mm-hmm. And so we just got to play well. You start out, you just got to win that first game and continue on, and get your kids used to the environment, comfortable in the environment. Also, we hope to be playing our best baseball down the stretch, and and just again, just take it one game at a time and see where you come out at the end.
You mentioned getting the bye first round. Really not having a bye after that. You've got to keep playing those games and keep going. You don't get to restart your pitching. Do you think it could be a factor? You're going to be playing a team that has already played at least one game, possibly two games that week coming into it. Is there a chance that the other team may have some momentum? They've already gotten that rust out of their system.
Well, you never know. The anxiety and the nervousness and all that first game being in a big stadium, that's a spring training home of those guys. We got a lot of guys who've played some big baseball in their careers and some travel ball stuff and national championships and all that. I hope that won't be a problem for us. There is a chance though that play-in team who plays this Tuesday could win that game and have played two games. But, they're playing Tuesday. They got off time. So really probably being in that one environment, only one game. But, you get hot, you get played, you get comfortable. There's something to be said about that. The only thing we can control is how we play and what we do. Right. And, I'm confident in our guys. And I think we're getting to a point where we don't have a whole lot of selfishness, individual selfishness. And hopefully everybody's there for the right reasons and we can put on a good show.
You mentioned being only able to control what you can control. I'm sure that's the message you're going forward with. We were down there last year, couldn't control the weather, kind of got dealt a bad hand. How does that go into coaching and the mindset once you get down to the state tournament of being able to keep the guys focused?
Well, I think the more experience you have in that, you can lean on those experiences, and that's something I hadn't even brought up with our guys yet. Is how things were done last year, because I like to use it, but then again, right. This is a brand new team as well. But we will discuss those things and we've discussed them through the year. You can't control the environment. You can't control. There's certain things you can't control. The only thing we can control is us being prepared and us playing as well as we can from the first inning to the last. And last year was a disappointment when you got Michael Mater, one of the best pitchers in the country out there, and he gets to throw one inning for you in the state tournament. And but we weren't prepared well enough last year. We weren't mentally focused, mentally tough enough. We got to do a better job of that as a coaching staff, having these guys ready to go this time.
Well, Coach, if history is any indication, we know that you'll have the Indians fired up and ready to go down at the state tournament. Want to remind our fans that those games will be covered on ihigh.com and also on Deep South Sports. Russell Register and Sandy Westmoreland will be down there broadcasting the games on WJAQ. As always, you can find all of our games live on ChipolaAthletics.com. Coach, we appreciate you coming in, and good luck at the state tournament.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.